This is a love story between a true African and the land that he refers to as the Garden of Eden. Better yet, the land that flows with milk and honey, aka Uganda, Africa. This is Kuddo Yusuf, CEO of Kika Performing Arts Center and founder of Kika Troupe, the Rhythm of Uganda. Award-winning singer, music producer, songwriter, percussionist. This man truly embodies the spirit of Uganda.
So for me, I literally say Uganda is still the true Garden of Eden. Man, it still has God's favor.
It is.
Yes.
When you look at the animals that are in the Garden of Eden back then, and
we have all of them right here.
Adam had to name. They're all here.
Yes, sir. Chinese are farming. The Chinese are farming from here. You see all that? They have the Chinese. They are farming. They're here doing business. He gets like half an acre and he begins growing. That guy is growing flowers. He has even hired a truck from me to transport his flowers to the airport to export. He has about 2 acres and he's doing flower planting. I mean, that's the business he's doing, and he exports back to China. And he's making a lot of money. Yes, sir. Now, this is not anywhere far from the capital city. This is not even an hour away from the capital city. But it's all still so natural and virgin. Still fresh, green. Go to New York and look for a proper tree. You will be disappointed. Yeah, I've been in New York. I love New York. I love the noise. I love the entertainment. I love the smell of the dollars. But it's not fresh. You need to do that and go away and come back and be alive.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Yes. Mangoes everywhere. I'm going to take it easy with my speed because we need to really see all these things. Because, I mean, think of people are doing like domestic farming. They grow food and then sell off the surplus. But if we came here and gathered proper oranges, tomatoes, or vegetables, this is the tiny shops. You just stop here, no tax, buy a mango, wash it with water and eat. So
Right.
About every family survives on having a garden to grow food.
That's crazy. Please say that again.
Every family here survives on growing food for eating, and the extra is sold off to the community to share. So one garden grows a different type, and another grows a different type. In here, we still believe in barter trading. So think about the beauty of us coming down here and joining, and we try to commercialize.
You live life the way God meant it to be. Right?
Thank you, sir.
You know?
Less stress. Look at how beautiful and green. Now there is a fuel station for the village. In here you can get gas and oil and yeah. Now this is the trading center. This is the next town after Chitende where we live.
Okay.
This town is called Nakauka.
Nakauka.
Nakauka. Yes, and it is a special place because that is where, you know, in Buganda, the kingdom where we are right now, the whole place is governed by clans. The king divided the people into clans.
Okay.
So there's a clan of people called Mamba. Mamba, this is their hill. This is where a long time ago the Mamba people settled. This is where they come from. They exist from here. So the head of the Mamba people comes from here. I'm going to show you the forest where they reside and keep all their ancestral gadgets that were used by their four grandfathers. So it's a spiritual African place and location. So when you get this road, you go straight to Kampala. Now we are moving. You see Nakauka Katende. Now we are moving to Kasanje. Now we are in Nakauka Training Center. Now you see on top there, there's a huge shrine keeping the remains of the Mamba four ancestors and leaders. That forest and that hill is so beautiful and fresh in there. Even when there's a lot of sunshine, everything is fresh. There's spears there. There are shoes that were first used. There are shields. There are the weapon. I mean, everything they used to survive. Everything was left there. So it's a very historical place. Yes, when you go there, you feel the rest of our four fallen grandfathers walking just right back into the body. So like God did it. He made sure you were the son of so-and-so, grandson of so-and-so, and so-and-so. We already had that lineage, that power. In that family, we had carpenters. In that family, we had welders. We had doctors. We had nurses. So this is how we are still storing our people up there. Next time we shall get a walk there.
Yeah, sure.
Now, the whole Nakauka was known for the Mamba people. So Mamba people would go and trade with the Nchima people. Like the Nchima is monkey, my clan.
Yeah.
So we had our own space over there on the top and chill.
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot of space everywhere.
That's insane.
I know.
Now, how do people feel about trading with the Chinese? Because I mean, you know, in all honesty, they could come here and throw down some cash, and people would just, okay, yeah, go ahead and take the land.
I know.
Like,
the Chinese are.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, the Chinese are becoming a pain. To be honest, they are coming here with every sort of monies, and they are acquiring land. They are partnering with the locals to manage property for them, and they are taking up space. They are farming already. They are fishing already. They are in town doing business, bringing in sales.
Yeah.
You get the point?
Yeah.
They're in real estate. They have begun constructing. When we are going back next to us, there is an estate coming up of 100 units. It's a Chinese rich guy.
Wow. Yeah.
And the rest of Africa is sleeping.
Right.
And we need to come down here and fix these guys.
Right, for sure.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Otherwise, they are ahead of us. By the missionaries to be constructed in this country.
Say the first church by the missionaries.
Yes, sir. Was in this area called Jungo, and I'm going to stop and I show you the first church. It has been renovated over and over again, but it still has the fast building. And this is the space.
The colonizers were all up here.
Yes, sir. And you want to see the church?
The colonizers set up the first church.
Yes, sir.
Is that in Kampala or is
no? This is in Kasanji Jungo. It's over there, bro. That is the first church up there. We only paid it, but that was the first one.
The first church?
Yes, in Uganda.
In Uganda.
They came and
by
bought
the missionaries.
Yes, sir.
So they came here
and said,
told everybody
that they were worshiping evil. That whatever they were doing was evil.
So their Old Testament, the old spiritual laws from the Old Testament, they were saying were evil.
Yes, sir.
And they came here and told them to praise Jesus.
Yes, sir.
And put a gun up to their head and
said, man, yes, sir. And said anybody who doesn't follow Jesus needs to be shot dead. Yeah.
And they would say, okay, your religion is bad. Now you have to, if you're not worshiping this white Jesus,
yeah, we're
going to kill you and shoot you and everything like that.
Yeah.
So is that accurate? Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, true. Because when they came here, I mean, notice that this was paradise.
Right.
But the paradise had its own inhabitants.
Right.
And these people were living in harmony. They were not living a destructive way of living. They were not destructing the paradise. Right. They were surviving off the paradise, and the paradise was also surviving off the inhabitants.
Right.
And since they knew they were going to be visitors, they needed to take away the paradise to their space.
Right.
So the first thing was to make sure they destabilize the unity amongst the people here.
Right.
And the way they did it was, we cannot fight them because they know the way through. We were supposed to teach them our ways.
Right.
Okay? And their ways, which I believe were ways of killing, raiding,
right,
fighting kings over kings, taking blood, raping women, killing women. And they wanted to teach that to Africa.
Right.
And indeed they did. They went ahead and said God was white. Okay? And they kept on saying, hey, wake up, understand that you sitting there and drumming on the mountain and thanking the spirit of the mountain for giving you this beautiful fresh air is evil. That's satanic. Don't even think about it. Right. And when you talk to your God in your language, you are obscene. Don't do it.
Right.
Speak to this white God in the white language, and it makes sense. Because probably he was a God for the white.
Right.
So they turned Africans against each other. They turned our own thinking, because we had gods of war, we had gods of peace, gods of birth, gods of harvest, gods of, plantation, everything. They made sure all this was destroyed. But remember, for the years they preached this, they disembodied the Africans. Up to now,
right,
we are still standing despite all that destruction. So the question is God white or black?
Right.
That stays back to
Right.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere around the world, wherever there was black civilization,
Yeah.
they've whitewashed, meaning they've even painted over
Yeah.
their spiritual entity.
Yeah.
If it was dark skin, they painted it white. So, man, that just makes perfect sense. And
Think about it.
dead on, brother.
A lot of investment has been put in trying to convince and suppress the thinking of the blacks. To kind of make us believe we are cursed. We are a cursed nation.
Right.
But think about it.
Right.
All the strong political figures we have had have been black people. All those great men, the richest, smartest have been black people.
Right.
So the question remains, aren't we the good?
Think about all the inventors of the world.
Black people.
Right.
But we have no problem with living with the white people, but they need to understand that we are indeed a perfect creation. Because we are not scared of living, because we are the fathers of creation.
Right.
And they are part of our creation.
Right.
But they want to change and make us their creation.
Right.
No, thank you. Think about it. I can go and marry a white woman. And what kind of baby do I have?
That was our lighter. Mixed,
Okay.
Mixed, yep.
I can make a white baby. I can make a black and mixed baby.
Right.
Can a white and a white make it? No, thank you.
Nah.
It's only us who mess with the DNAs.
They need our melanin.
You get it, bro?
Right.
So, I know it's a hard truth, but it's...
component to life.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So, I think and I believe at the source of the Nile, many years ago, with the stories of Egypt, the existence of man, the first existence of man was a black man long time ago. The civilization in Egypt, by the time people began making noise, it's even shown in the Bible that when they came down to Egypt, they found there were writings already. They found the tax collectors, there was maths already. And where is Egypt, sir? It was in Africa. Yeah, so all this blah 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 blah. They just
the white scientists even said that blacks were the original man. They were the first ones here.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
And that is totally confirmed. So what else are my brothers and sisters out there waiting for? Come here and we fix this earth. It needs us.
Right.
We need to get back our confidence and rebuild the world. It's going down.
We're all family and we need to heal together.
That's the whole point.
Right.
We do not need to stay back and cry upon the atrocities that have been inflicted on us.
Right.
We are the creators. Let's get together and heal the world.
Right.
Because it needs us.
Bless.
Yes, sir.